Hey, what's up DIYers? Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. Pretty friendly DIY project today. We're talking furnaces, and in today's video, the step-by-step process on how to properly and safely replace your internal flame sensor. Let's get started. Step one, safety first. Go ahead and turn off your wall-mounted thermostat. All right, DIYers, downstairs in the furnace room. And here is our furnace. I got the DIY Raptor towel down as a workstation, got a flashlight. We have a Bryant brand. Yours may be different. On the right hand side, an electrical switch. Make sure you turn that off. We have this long screw that goes in to secure this panel to this portion of the furnace. Go ahead and unscrew that. And once it is released, carefully shift out and up, pull the panel up and off, set that aside safely. And I'll turn the light on. And let's talk about a couple parts. On the right hand side, you'll notice a little tab right there. That's your igniter. And as that heats up, it gets to a certain temperature where the gas passes through and ignites. And all your tubes ignite with flames, and your flame sensor has that lead that's deep inside the flame as it's coming out of this tube right here, and it creates an electrical reading in microamperage and sends that all the way electronically to your control board. And in the event that it is outside of its limits and or it is not providing any microamp reading whatsoever, it shuts the entire system down. So this is a safety feature of your ignition system. In this video, we're going to replace a faulty sensor. And as you can see right here, a 1/4 inch screw. Go ahead and remove that. I've got a 1/4 inch socket, an extension, and a ratchet. Carefully insert that and loosen up that 1/4 inch screw. As you do this, do your best not to harm any wiring, connection points, or any additional parts. That would not be good. And just carefully unscrew that 1/4 inch screw. And do your best not to drop it. It probably will fall. As you can see here, we pulled it out pretty good. We will carefully pull the sensor out of the hole, and you do have to maneuver this in a unique manner to pull it out as shown here. Next, we'll grab that screw, set it in a safe location, and disconnect this connection point. To disconnect this, I recommend grabbing right here on the connection point and just below this aluminum tab here on your sensor and pulling the two apart. With the sensor out, a couple things causes this to malfunction. Cracked porcelain, very oxidized or corroded lead here, which interferes with its ability to create that microamperage output, and or you've got a lot of soot, meaning something very similar to an ash buildup in a chimney. So if you can clean this, and this porcelain is not cracked in any way, you may be able to just clean it, reinsert it, and get your system back up and running properly. However, again, we are going to replace it. Here is the new part, and for our specific furnace, here is our part number. Let's go ahead and open it. Old sensor on the left-hand side, the new sensor, a lot cleaner, and it comes with an electrical connection and this unique box style connection here. In our case, we do not have that feeding off of our connection point. If you've got a block portion as shown here, you can keep that connected. In our case, we are going to disconnect this from the sensor. Making progress, went ahead and disconnected that wire connection, and the new sensor here is properly configured. It's got the hole on the correct side, the lead on the correct side, and comparing the two, it looks like the lead here is just a bit shorter on the new part than the old part. Let's go ahead and reinsert this and secure it. Go ahead and resecure the electrical connection point, and what I did was insert the screw, and you are going to carefully maneuver this back through that hole and in place. Do your best to match the porcelain with the hole and the screw. And once you get that screw lined up, go ahead and grab that socket, ratchet, and secure that screw. Do your best not to over tighten this. This is aluminum. You do not want to strip it. You want it pretty snug, but do not over tighten it. From here, verify you are not leaving any parts or tools behind. And what we'll do is turn the switch back on. We'll head back upstairs, turn the thermostat back on the wall, and what I'll do is run you through on how this system works. Back upstairs at the thermostat, carefully shift that tab back to heat. Let's go back downstairs to the furnace room. All right, DIYers, back downstairs, and we're patiently waiting for the system to turn on. We're looking for a couple things. Number one, the blower fan, there it goes. The blower fan should kick in. It's going to run a test, and this can take 30 to 60 seconds. Depending on your unit. After that test, all looks good. It will then turn on your inducer motor and your inducer fan will spin. So we will patiently wait for that. motor turns on, the fan is now spinning. What we're looking for now is this igniter down here on the top portion. There is a little tab, as you can see right there, that will begin heating up, and once it gets to a certain temperature, as the gas flows by it, as you can see it's heating up, once that gets to a certain temp, the gas flowing past it will ignite, and all the tubes or chambers will ignite and send heat and flames down inside, as shown here. And right now, your brand new flame sensor is creating an electrical current known as microamperage through the electrical wiring and all the way to your motherboard or control board. And in the event that your system turns off within 10 to 15 seconds after all of the flames ignite, it is definitely time to replace that sensor. All looks good now with that brand new sensor. We are very happy. Looks like we are back up and running properly. And for your convenience, we do have a step-by-step video on how to properly and safely clean your sensor, and that link is scrolling above. You may find that very helpful. Hopefully this helps. Do us a favor. Below the video, you'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us. We would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And one more thing, we do have a video that talks about the common causes or symptoms of a failed or faulty flame sensor, and that video link is scrolling above. You may find that very helpful as well, and we may see you at the next video. Once everything looks good, don't forget to reinsert and secure your cover panel.